Governor Inuayahaya urged collective action as northern Nigerian battles out-of-school children crisis. Gombe government takes delivery of ultra-modern mechanic village to boost youth empowerment. Gusepa issues 1-week ultimatum over indiscriminate waste disposal and open defecation in Gombe State. Good evening and thanks for joining us on 25 News. I am Kezaya Talaimo Madami with the news in details. The chairman of the Northern State Governors Forum and Governor of Gombe State, Mahmoud Inuayahaya, has called for urgent and collective action to address the growing out-of-school children crisis in northern Nigeria. Speaking in Dutse, Jigawa State at the 12th annual Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Lecture, Governor Inuayahaya warned that over 18 million Nigerian children are out of school, with about 70% in the north, describing education as a critical aspect to the region's unity and development. He said northern governors are strengthening collaboration with UBEC and development partners, while also tackling insecurity through the Nigerian Security Trust Fund to protect schools and learning environment. Highlighting Gombe State's effort, the governor said his administration has declared a state of emergency on the education sector, enrolling about 450,000 out-of-school children since the year 2019, has invested billions of naira in school infrastructure. Governor Inuayahaya also announced reforms within the Northern Governors Forum to improve coordination, while Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi and other leaders commended the initiative aimed at improving security and development of the North. The event also featured the presentation of the Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Award, with Vice President Shatima Kasim represented at the occasion. The Gombe State government has taken delivery of the completed ultra-modern mechanic village constructed by Grand Scope Construction Company Limited. The facility was formally handed over during a brief ceremony at the project site located adjacent to the Dankombo Mega Motor Park in Gombe State. Speaking at the event, the Commissioner for Works, Housing and Transportation, Dr. Usman Maijama Kalamu, commended the constructor for delivering a quality project, saying Governor Mahmoud Inuayahaya is committed to creating employment opportunities, especially for youth, noting that the modern mechanic village will provide a conducive environment for automotive technicians to carry out their activities. Dr. Kalamu called on stakeholders, including the National Automobile Technicians Association of Nigeria, NATA, Guild of Automobile Technicians of Nigeria, GATAN, National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, National Association of Transport Owners, NATO, and other related organizations to ensure effective utilization of the facility for optimal performance.
In the union kuma ta ce motoci da makanikai da union din da direbobi da su masu kaya a ɗaya ne. In babu wannan dukan su ba mota ba yi ba.
Also speaking, the social administrator of Gombe Mega Motor Park, Dr. Sani Sambo, commended Governor Inuayahaya for the initiative and pledged his commitment to ensuring the mechanic village serves the people of the state effectively. In his remarks, the contractor, Grand Scope Construction Nigeria Limited, represented by Engineer Mohammed Abdullahi Gombe, appreciated the foresight and visionary leadership of the governor in infrastructural development and assured of continued support whenever the need arises in Gombe State. The chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Northeast Zone, Alhaji Adamu Umar, also expressed gratitude to the state governor and pledged the union's full support for the project. Meanwhile, Dr. Usman Maijama Kalamu has constituted a committee comprising the sole administrator of Dankombo Mega Motor Park, representatives of all stakeholders and users of Mechanic Village. The committee is to work out the modalities for deployment to the new site and report back within 2 weeks. The Gombe State Environmental Sanitation and Protection Agency, GUSEPA, has expressed concern over rising crisis of indiscriminate waste disposal and open defecation within the Gombe State metropolis. The Executive Secretary of the agency, Awolu Babajada, has issued a one-week ultimatum to residents, traders and food vendors to comply with proper waste disposal measures during an interview with journalists at his office along GRA Road, Gombe. Awol Baba said the agency has observed widespread dumping of refuse on the roads and in drainages, particularly by traders and food vendors. He warned that such practices could block drainages, leading to flooding and serious environmental and public health risks. He expressed dismay over increasing incidents of open defecation in parts of the metropolis, especially around roundabouts, and cautioned that offenders will face legal action if the practice continues. He further warned food vendors operating near waste collection points to relocate, describing the practice as unhygienic, stressing that the state government will not tolerate unhealthy environmental practices, adding that maintaining a clean environment is a collective responsibility of all residents of the state. In a new development, an award presented to sports presenter with the Gombe State Media Corporation has been rededicated to the management and staff of the organization. The award was presented by the Chairman Athletics Association of Nigeria, Gombe State Chapter, Alhaji Adamu Bello, to a midweek sport presenter, Mr. Jafari Tijani, in recognition of his dedication and resilience in sports broadcasting. Receiving the award, Mr. Tijani described the honor as a collective achievement and rededicated it to the management and staff of the Gombe State Media Corporation, attributing the recognition to their support, encouragement and teamwork. In his response, the Director General of the Corporation, Malam Ibrahim Isa, expressed commitment to duty. He expressed pride in Mr. Tijani's achievement and urged him to remain focused and dedicated, noting that the award marks the beginning of greater accomplishments.
This is the result of teamwork. I urge you to keep it up, maintain the tempo. Our dream is to see Jafar beyond Gombe Media Corporation. And with this kind of trophies that are coming in, it's an indication that Jafar is going places. And we are happy that through our medium, Jafar is finally being spotted.
Earlier, while dedicating the award to the management and staff of GMC, the presenter of the GMC TV midweek sport live program, Tijani Jafar, thanked the corporation for providing a platform to nurture his passion and acknowledge the support to his mentors, producers, editors, transmission crew, and newsroom staff, and appreciated viewers for their consistent support. Mr. Tijani dedicated the award to the Director General of GMC, Malam Ibrahim Isa, pledging renewed commitment to excellence, professionalism, and integrity in sports broadcasting, while reaffirming his loyalty to GMC TV, Gombe State, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Members of the team present at the event included the Director of Engineering, Denladi London, Director of Programs, Salisu Magaji, Director of News, Mohammed Nafada, Director of Marketing, Mohammed Ibrahim, and the Director of Administration and Finance, Mohammed Musa Jibril. Once again, congratulations to the GMC Sports Program crew. The award is worth receiving. Kudos. Now the news continues. The chairman of Funankai local government area, Alhaji Shuaibu Abdurrahman Adam, has urged members and supporters of the All Progressive Congress APC in the area to actively participate in the ongoing party membership e-registration exercise. According to a press statement from the local government information officer, Yahaya Haruna said a massive turnout will demonstrate appreciation for the provision of basic amenities, by the APC-led administration to both state and national levels. Alhaji Shoaibu Abdul Rahman noted that the large number of people who turned out to witness the exercise reflects satisfaction with the leadership style of Gombe State Governor Mahmoud Inuwa Yahaya. Also speaking at the event, the Funankai Local Government APC Chairman Alhaji Kawuzito and the Local Government Coordinator of the e-registration exercise, Abubakar Baboyo Jajis, explained that the electronic registration system was introduced to align the party with modern governance practices and to ensure proper coordination of members' data. They called on all APC faithfuls to register in mass, stressing that the exercise will help determine the party's actual membership. They added that prospective members are required to present their national identification number NIN and permanent voters card PVC to complete the registration. The Chief Medical Director of Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe, in person of Professor Yusuf Mohammed Abdullahi, has paid a condolence visit to the Gombe Media Corporation following the death of one of its staff, Muntari Inua Tumu. Professor Abdullahi, who led the management of the Federal Teaching Hospital on the visit, expressed sympathy with the management and staff of the corporation over the loss of the journalist who died in a ghastly motor accident along Yola Road in December last year. Speaking at the office of the Director General of the corporation, the Chief Medical Director described the late Muntari Inua Tumi as a dedicated and committed journalist whose contributions will be greatly missed. He also commiserated with the Gombe State chapter of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, over the loss of 7 of its members who were involved in a fatal motor accident while returning from a colleague's wedding in Kaltungo. Responding on behalf of the Director General, the Overseeing General Manager Radio, Mohammed Ibrahim Nafada, thanked the Chief Medical Director and his entourage for the visit and for identifying with journalists in the state during their moment of grief. Improving healthcare services in the state. With this, we end today's edition of 25 News. Before we go, a recap of the major stories that made the headlines. You heard that the chairman of the Northern State Governors Forum and the governor of Gombe State, Mahmoud Inuwa Yahaya, has called for urgent united actions to tackle the alarming rate of out-of-school children in northern Nigeria. Speaking at the 12th annual Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Lecture in Dutse, Jigawa State, he revealed that over 18 million children are out of school, with about 70% residing in the north, stressing that education remains vital to regional unity and development. You also heard that the Gombe State government has taken formal delivery of a completed ultra-modern mechanic village constructed by the Grand Scope Construction Company Limited. The facility, located beside the Nkombo Mega Motor Park in Gombe State, was handed over during a brief ceremony at the present site. And finally, the Gombe State Environmental Sanitation and Protection Agency, GUSEPA, has raised alarm over rising cases of indiscriminate waste dumping and open defecation in the Gombe metropolis. The Executive Secretary, Awolu Baba Jeddah, issued a one-week ultimatum to residents, traders and food vendors to comply with proper waste disposal regulation. That brings us to the end of today's edition of 25 News. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more programs. I am Kezaya Atalaiwa Madami saying good evening.